Coming up in the news, police launching its cashless system on Grand Bahama today. Also, hundreds turning up in the rain for a local job fair. And Bimini under a new curfew effective immediately. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Shashina Roll-Farquharson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news this evening, Grand Bahama poised for another economic boost as a local food store is preparing to open a super center in just a few weeks. Construction of a new Sawyer's Fresh Market is nearing completion on the corner of Midshipman and West Beach Road. This morning, hundreds of residents turned up for their opportunity to interview for positions at the second location. Our Megan Shepard was there.
Sawyer's Fresh Market hosting a 3-day job fair with the aim of hiring a full complement of staff members for their soon-to-be-opened new East Grand Bahama location. Store manager Kayla Pradella says she was pleasantly surprised with the turnout.
As we're looking to employ anywhere between 70 to 100 people to staff the new location, because as you can see, it's a bigger store. It's like 3 times the size of the one that we have now. And yeah, today is a great turnout. Even with the weather, I mean, I am quite surprised on the amount of people turn out for the first day.
The new location is expected to be open in just a matter of weeks. Pradella says that with more space comes even more variety.
We're going to have like a full HPC and GM section. We're going to have a full deli, a full coffee cafe. We're going to have an extended size meat department, fresh seafood. Also, we're going to have an extended produce. You know, our produce department at our location now is big. We're going to have a bigger produce here. Grocery is basically going to be the same, but grocery is just grocery. But yeah, we expect we have a bigger, and this store is going to be more upscale.
Director of Training and Development Nisha Grand-Kerr says that they are looking to fill positions in all departments. And as to what they are looking for in potential hires,
it depends on the department that they're being interviewed for. So let's say customer service, we're looking for persons who are bright, bubbly, welcoming, and have that customer service satisfaction enabling spirit, who will be serving our front end. So our job fair continues until Saturday at 4 o'clock. Each day we are here until 10 until 4. And we are inviting persons to come along and to be interviewed for positions that are available. Produce clerks, deli clerks, servers, line cooks, baristas, butchers, customer service agents, cashiers, front-end supervisors, and so on. And you should take your resume, your NIB, police record, and any other certificates or qualifications that you may have.
Pradella is emphasizing that this investment is truly needed in the community and that the company's CEO, Sandy Sawyer, is committed to the growth of the island.
My boss, the CEO of the company, he is Grand Bahamian, and it is solely owned by him. His belief is in Grand Bahama and the Grand Bahama economy, and that's the reason for the expansion. And it's needed in Grand Bahama. We only have us in Solomons, and so we have outgrown our store now by far over the last few years. So we decided to expand. And one day we want to take over Grand Bahama in retail, and one day take over Bahamas.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Well, police launching its cashless system on Grand Bahama today. Grand Bahama is the second island to join the cashless system, and other family islands are expected to follow. It will also assist with decreasing the risk of loss of information due to fire and natural disasters. Jamila Mizik reports.
Effective July 1st, 2021, residents wishing to apply for character reference, traffic record, or firearm license will no longer be able to do so using cash. This comes as the Royal Bahamas Police Force has officially launched its cashless system on Grand Bahama. Assistant Superintendent of Police Stephen Roll says the new initiative is in conjunction with the Ministry of Finance.
When you're applying for a character reference or a fingerprint card, there'll be no cash exchange. If you're applying for a traffic record or a traffic report, likewise the same. And also if you're applying for a firearm license or renewal, there'll be no cash exchange at any of the agencies. You will be referred to a third-party vendor, or you pay online with your credit or debit card.
Now the website to apply and purchase the various documents is mygateway.gov.bs. ASP Roll explains the process.
Once you have paid online with your Visa credit card, the agency will receive a notification that you would have paid, and the record would be processed. Once that is completed, you will get an invoice, SMS, or email back to you saying that your record is ready for collection. And you may now proceed to that agency to collect your record with the documentation that you will have used to apply on your invoice.
ASP Roll says the government sees this process as a more efficient way to do business, as well as to help alleviate the loss of revenue. He says they have also partnered with third-party vendors to assist those persons who do not have internet access.
You can enter into the agency with your document and apply, and you'll be given an invoice to take to a third-party vendor, which is either Omni, SunCash, or Cash and Go. You would go to one of those vendors, produce your invoice, and you will pay cash at that vendor. Once you have paid your cash at that vendor, the invoice will be forwarded back to the agency, and you receive an email via SMS or email informing you that your record is ready for collection. No record will be processed unless it is paid for prior to its being processed.
However, he notes that anyone who is not Bahamian will have to apply in person using credit card or debit card only. ASP Roll is encouraging residents to take advantage of the website as it is user-friendly and helps to speed up the process when applying for these documents. Now, once again, that website is mygateway.gov.bs. Jamila Missick, ZNS Network News.
Police Traffic Department here on Grand Bahamas citing over 90 drivers for various traffic offenses during Operation Blitz. In the first incident, reports indicate that on Tuesday, officers from the Police Traffic Department conducted a speed check operation with the focus on speeders and other traffic offenders throughout the island of Grand Bahama. Well, as a result, 50 drivers were cited for various traffic offenses. Drivers were also advised to drive within the speed limit and follow all rules and traffic regulations. Now, in the second incident on Wednesday, officers from the Police Traffic Department conducted a speed check operation with the focus on speeders and other traffic offenders throughout the island. 40 drivers were then cited for various traffic offenses. Drivers were also advised to drive within the speed limit and follow all traffic rules and regulations. Well, the recent uptick in COVID-19 cases on the island of Bimini resulting in tighter restrictions over on that northern island. A new curfew takes effect immediately, as well as gathering restrictions for North and South Bimini. Italia Hall has the details.
The daily 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew takes effect on North and South Bimini beginning tonight. Social gatherings are prohibited. Funeral services may be held at the graveside only and are limited to a maximum of 10 people, not including officiants and funeral service workers. Services are subject to physical distancing and any other health protocols issued by the Bahamas Christian Council and approved by the Ministry of Health. Weddings are permitted in a church, a facility, or outdoors, provided that the number of attendees is limited to 10, including the officiant, and that all attendees wear masks. Wedding receptions are prohibited. Church services may be held daily between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. in accordance with physical distancing and other health protocols provided by the Bahamas Christian Council and approved by the Ministry of Health. All bars are prohibited from operating. Groups are limited to a maximum of 5 people on beaches and parks. Hotel and cruise ship guests will be required to remain on the premises of the hotel or cruise ship during the curfew period. Hotel and cruise ship guests may also move between the hotel and the marina to the extent the marina is part of the premises of the hotel during the curfew period. Now, according to a statement from the Office of the Prime Minister, teams from the Ministry of Health were deployed to Bimini to carry out vaccinations on the island and to provide assistance to the local health team. Residents throughout the Bahamas, including those who are partially or fully vaccinated, are reminded to continue to practice the recommended health measures to reduce and to control the spread of the COVID-19 virus. These measures include wearing a mask that properly covers the nose and mouth, keeping a distance of 6 feet from others, washing your hands thoroughly, and avoiding large crowds. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
The weather also making news tonight as forecasters are monitoring Tropical Storm Elsa that formed in the Atlantic east of the Lesser Antilles earlier today. Megan Shepard has more in this report.
Chief Meteorologist and Officer in Charge at the Grand Bahama Department of Meteorology, Siobhan Moxie Barnaby, says that as of 11 a.m. July 1st, Tropical Storm Elsa was moving toward the west at 28 miles per hour, and a faster forward motion is expected over the next 24 to 36 hours. She says that there is a fairly strong high pressure in the western Atlantic, helping to steer Elsa in a more westerly track. And at present, she does not anticipate a shift.
That should remain right into the middle of next week, and that is good news for us in that it will continue to steer Elsa toward, like I say, the southern part of Hispaniola, Cuba, somewhere near Jamaica, and then on into the eastern Gulf of Mexico behind Florida. So that is what I see so far. As we go into early next week, which is, let's say, late Monday evening into Tuesday, Wednesday, if Elsa holds on its track, then I think we should be experiencing some spotty showers, gusty showers, since most of the activity would be on the east and north side. We probably would get some gusty showers and wind from the outer fringes of Elsa as it passes to the west of Florida in the eastern Gulf of Mexico.
However, she says that it is still rather early and Elsa is still far away, meaning that anything is possible. As we are 2 months into the hurricane season, she is reminding residents to be prepared.
Elsa or any storm by chance, come across our area, definitely it would be always good to have a family plan, some evacuation plan in the event of an unexpected turn of a storm. And since Elsa is so far away, this would give us some pause to restock and get ourselves together and prepare, if we haven't already, to know that even though it's rather early in the tropical cyclone season, and June and July are not known to have so much hurricanes and tropical cyclones. We're not in normal anymore. We are definitely not in normal. So we have to be prepared for any and everything. And that means, getting your plan together and getting all your items and necessary batteries and flashlights and everything, your medication and stuff that you will need in the event you have to make a quick evacuation. You would have everything that you need to take with you.
Once again, Barnaby says that the Department of Meteorology will continue to monitor Tropical Storm Elsa.
I am holding hope and with much confidence that she will remain on that west or slightly north of west track and eventually go into the eastern Gulf of Mexico and then up to the Panhandle or the northern part of Florida. And like I said, I do anticipate late Monday, Tuesday, and for the northern islands, probably even into early Wednesday morning next week, that we probably would get some squally showers and some gusty winds, but nothing overly significant once it stays on the track from Elsa.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.